Welcome guys to yet another exciting First Podcast show. Since I'm going out today, I guess I'm going to see a message and acting. But I said that I'm chance to tell them Komana. Special thanks to Troy Photography. Though I read out it, they say it's single set. Ne pa 054 Giro Center. Mungas wana chikafu chakazara table. So Komana.
Mati kusbaba.
Zirwite.
Takastika
bro. Bayeta naro. Bayeta noise nasi kwa
sana. Baba ngondudza kune chikafu chete.
Baba wadatoya.
Ndandatomuka. I do anything for food.
Ndandoti mama kutondifonera kuti ndindiuye.
Esa.
Ndizo. So guys, today I'm joined by Albert chigiya. Vazhinji munomuziva achinzi tendai pa sim series yakatrenda zvekudaro inonzi wadiwa wepamoyo. So my brother, can you explain kuti ndangazonzwisisa kuti anonzi Albert wacho ndiani uye anoita nezvei?
Alright. Vanhu vakaona unoziva ndichinzi Prince Albert, but usually wanzo kuti vanhu vashandise zita sirira kudonzi Albert takudzwa chigiya.
Alright.
I wasn't born in Gwera Sash, but ndakakura Gwera. I did my grade 1 and 2 pakukoba 4.
Okay.
Then Chibandazo mama primary 4. Then Chibandazo dzoka kunoko, I think in 2014 panana kwenda ku MSU.
Okay.
So okay, takudzwa chigiya is a Zimbabwean actor, an entrepreneur, and director and founder of the Glam Awards.
Oh, magato pro on
university. I'm googling
Sa makatopfura university because I itongofungira pamungori geto YouTube rango didi. Like the way you dress, like the way you do things. I must show them I'm wrong one and I short ndakapfura nemuchikoro ka. Eight something but munoda ngozvi something mumwe simple more like.
No not dakudza something. Apana kana izvo zvinomboshamisira pakuda kuvhaira vanhu kana kuda kuratidza kuti imagine kana kuda kuvhaira nekuti wakaenda ku MSU kunoita inonzi bachelor's degree kowana nema PhD. Asi kuda kutaura nyaya yema PhD zvokota.
Dzema PhD dzofisa.
Dzofisa ndiko.
Ndizozo.
Ndo nyaya inenge iripo.
But more like kuti painda ndaizama kutsanangura ndiye kuti danga rimwe munhu anedhira ndora andingambovingika mupana kaka level randiri chichi.
Obvious, but in I believe kuti unofanira kufarirwa nevanhu vemucity yaunobva. Yes, no, ndikanzi nhasi nda James Bond. Ndogona kuenda kana uyu vanhu vakanofara singaiti but would it be nice ndikapinda muchikenini vanhu vakafara kuti chi vemucity maunobva. They don't like you. There's no way you get progress. Imagine ukavengwa kumba kwenyu. Leo usingati podcast you need depression so because they're going to kunyima sipe ukugeza.
Ndizo maona
You understand?
Saka mimi ya product of 054. Muri omgwerere.
Right, nyaya inonetsa because kuti mama gangsters ekwararo. Tokoti ndiri half. Because my parents live here and I've been here consistent I think since 2014 patakadzoka when I went to MSU. So tongoti half. But most of my productions nechichi I did them in Harare.
Oh,
you understand?
Because like kuti nyaya iyi fan base inonetsa because I cannot mention names. But pandakambenda kwaRharare ndakasangana nemwe celebrity cheche anoposta cheche anopinda history anopinda tsvaga fan base
kutsvaga mafan
nasi ndikange ndiri
toenda kuUEFA ndotonoti ndikutoenda kucheshuku
because ndikaenda tendeuka mesi munondifollowa mayuthi yese munondifollowa definitely and ndikati nasi ndiri kuSDA mose munondifollowa
tonoya kuSDA
exactly
tototi ndapedza pai guys follow me on Instagram
saka manje ndosika ndakubvunza kuti muri kagweri here kuti tingatoziva chako pamire chapcha.
But mire ndipekuti ndogara kuHarare but ndiri munhu wekugweru.
Muri munhu wekugweru.
Munhu wese anoziva. Even if you check my social media I'm always consistently talking about Gweru because in Harare there are some very unscrupulous people who do weird things.
But definitely ndakatanga kuzoziva kuti mogara kugweru ndakutokutsvagai kuti ndichitokuda naye panapa.
Seriously?
Definitely ndafika pamwe makakurira Harare kunana Chitown wadzana and so forth ikoko.
Why Chitown kana? What you want to participate up? Kana kuchishawa.
Mangoenda setsotsi like more like
no story. Nditori tsotsi. Kona ndoenda setsotsi.
Zipari uri mutori tsotsi.
No ndikujoka. Because ndakandobovhura hombe ma streets saka vanogona kufunga kuti kutaura chokwadi.
Ndizozo.
I don't. But otherwise I think Gweru is
okay.
There's a lot of untapped and natural talent
exactly
that we have to, harness. And I like Gweru because there isn't much competition in Gweru rather than in Harare. I tell you the number of comedians who are in Harare.
A lot.
Of course, there's a top 5. And top 5, and that's the top 5 young one.
Inye top 5 inopisa.
Ini ndechiti top 5 yangu kamhenoti momwe munhu anenge achifunga ndiri kuti top 5 yeZimbabwe ndechireva yangu
anozvifila anogona anouya DM renyu after this show
otaura kuti waona kuti ndogona unenge uchitopenga utoona kuti munhu akaditi handatigoni ndikaswera ndichinetsa nemunhu iyeye ari 1 out of an 8 billion wanza kugone munhu wanonodhema munhu iyeye kuti anzwa kugone
but definitely already taura yenyu top 5 ndikudzi yangu
top 5 yangu mucomedy handiti kuvafani vekumaskitso tangoti number 5 ndemufano yayo akaita skit anzani akaita skit iri kuti iwa huna chaunobata muupenyu what's his name?
Mr. Ridiculous.
No, not Mr. Ridiculous. Mr. Ridiculous is not in my top 5. I think he's overhyped, weird, and I don't know. I don't think. No, he's not in my top 5. I don't know, Wesley or something. Okay. I'm not sure. He's number very 5, good. Yeah. And then on number 4, for comedians, for me personally, number 4, it has to be. It has to be Mujaya. I get it. I know people right now are kushanda kana chichi, but I like his craft. For me, those kind of for me, I don't want people to hate me, but we don't hate Ningiriki, you know, go to chichi. I think he's very good. So in an animation movie, I would want him to voice one of the characters because he's very good at what he does. And then at number 3 definitely has to be Chief Ben.
Yeah, this also is good.
Kungo Chief Ben Salad, you know, and I know some of the characters that he has that he portrays. They are good youths, but you can see even Asha also.
Yeah, he's
a funny character. I get the badness. Yeah, the one you are going to tell Mufaro on IT about the badness thing. And he did that character, but you could see with an element. It's Salad, Shirurama Buddha, and the character they are Summers. You can see Salad just because that guy is rich apparently. And then it's number 2. It definitely has to be the comic elder. Yeah, Mkomana no pizza. I like it seriously, especially clip rakere kuti anzi gare pass vari kupane line. Gare pass.
Acheza ruda izo baba.
Comic elder.
He's talented, but I think I'll go name bits out for angosika zvotoitika zvangofunga.
Ndoskandati film necomedy vana this.
Alright.
Time yatagara pana tachigona tamaskit kana 10.
Akatowandisa.
But film chaichai. So a lot of people ask me, what do you wepamoyo cheri? Aichauyi, alright. Vakavharana. Takaita ndizvozvo zvasara kwamuri conclusion yenyu kuti muzive kuti chii chakazoitika. It's up to you.
Comment section muri kuti vadiwa wepamoyo dzoke rega ndisadzoka
vabvunzoti dzoke rega ndisadzoka kuti aichauyi handiti. Right. Then number 1 for me, the person who I think is the best pama skits is definitely Alan's skits. Alan is good.
Yeah,
Alan is good, and I know his personality. I've only met him a few times, but I think he's more grounded and more humble than most comedians. Vapana vane problem yekuti vakangowana svimari nezvihonda fit. Handisi kutaura anyone in particular. I know most my comedians and those but I'm not saying anyone's name. I'm just saying good. I mean, I'm just saying good. They have a problem yekukura musoro. You understand? And vanhu vachakomenda kuti zviwa raisi wakanyarara. It's fine, but ndikutaura chokwadi kana musiziva uri from Harare, you know what I'm talking about. These guys, one of our tango, but Alan is very grounded. And I don't like him because he's grounded. No, the craft that he does.
He's creative, in fact.
Very creative. If he's the one who wears my costumes or not taking a yaya, especially with mombes.
The mombes are in so is it better? I mean, I'm
and even the one younger African yaya, Chimania Stonga, a kidnap or aliens. That's very creative.
Yeah, those people, they are very creative. So that.
It's very creative. So yeah, I think those are some of the things that
But in any morning and so far from Bazaranga podcast. Munomugweru, we have got talent and but manji in I'm sure Mundona, want to change the narrative
Mugweru mune vanhu vanosaiza masini, period. You understand?
Don't nyai budget.
Vanhu vacho vanofanira vachifanda vanosaiza masiyo. They don't care or respect art unless panzi pari kuya focalistic or Casper, which is wrong. How can you pay a person ndozvati mari vanhu havaudzi nezvekutari mari yavo and kana kutaura zvinhu izvi it's just my opinion and opinion is not a fact. There's no way you are going to pay someone $10,000-$20,000 and you can fund our fund or a drama series $200 to hire my cameras. That is why you are rich people. Because they would give you the equipment.
Yeah. Yamatora is a fake because I cannot mention names. But she don't podcast, you know. There are approach on or through my videographers and non good. I don't get episode on $60. $60.
Do you want to go my get $60 but we can like a man?
$60 and
it's very bad.
Look calculate out. Alright, $60 in Nada into Sumuga or the Sumugani. Alright, what money does it all big brand houses you marry around there with Mariachi?
The people who get married on Facebook are the people who invested in it each time. This is solid truth and how good this is coming on over one. We try to invest in Facebook right now with Tesla. Just imagine Munakatanga Chitanga Kanaka 10,000. It's probably worth 100 billion right now. It's always better to invest in a startup Ichitanga than to wait. It happened on wadiwa. If you see from episode 1, season 1, episode 1 to I think 6. There were no adverts. Kananga report, they were just 1 and 2. But check season 2. It's because Zimbabwe, we wait. Take the one of Vanima numbers here. Van Manita comment, Kanganisa numbers.
In this was
100,000 views or followers. So now we should invest in him. That's a very wrong mentality. In America, they can fund a production moving $100 million. Whether it tanks or it takes off, they learn from it. Exactly. I remember when RDJ was casted as Iron Man, there was a drunkard, he did drugs and guns, but I got 100,000 for Iron Man 1. You get the point? And then Parker go part 2, do Parker not munu Argusia, and then they increased in, I think they gave him 2 million or something.
So what I think is that sense I cannot fund as can our guys with Pisa or Wakwari.
And some of the problems funding. You want to put your Marimo. Most people don't do that. Right now we're doing a short film called All Things Go. We partnered with Milan to use the restaurant and the club. What would you have preferred to find on $500 or could tip the facilities to use just like here and they give you the facility. You can come over and pay $500 to run a shooter Midlands hotel. It's illogical. It does not make sense from a creative perspective because if I offer you but you want $20 it doesn't make sense. Sometimes when you are looking for funding, look for the facilities. I remember when we did Distant with Nash TV with Mr. Mteris, most of the funding that he gave us were the facilities. Because there was no way we were going to afford those red magic cameras and all those. If you see that BNB at Nations, it was a very nice and very expensive. And the outfits that we were wearing, and he's the one who bought all that. So it sometimes it's better to share a partnership. I'm sure that's what you did. And it's a partnership. So what we're going to do is, I give you this. You give me this to pattern it. Then you charge a Buddha.
I think sponsorship is not because I'm sure I'm going to face episode. My answer on it. Think I don't tell you what is just like that.
Papa, share. Not a peasant on the record. I was like, my gangsters are doesn't look sick at the teacher.
But could you know much shant amount? Magazona like our last episode, get a Baba Guria. Sounding a poor picture quality or come an hour to a tree photograph and more. The guy is wrong with that approach. Truthful to need face enough, madam, if I can do the bull. To my own surprise, against Iowa. If one to shine that chase. Chunigato, right? She had 1,000 views. 1,000 against the woman in the tree photograph him.
That's very good business.
Exactly.
You see now.
Such can one 100 to run more. I'm going to put a garage in Captain Truja. Sooner as a Pagiru send around what it I hope. You can use the place. From Gamma 6 my guests, Nungam to watch car. Free Wi-Fi access can do our lives. For one. Sanya repeating what I think is with it. Sponsorship, but in Komanga, I'm going to dance square Muri man. Mutimuri, he believes in my show. He believes in my weeks. Because I want to pay a spy from the goodbye.
Exactly.
Takagara maghetto youth aipapo manje.
Maghetto youth manje anenge anoti
papo.
Rikatinde ikone torch pada 10,000 kuti tikwanise production in. People don't do that. It doesn't work like that.
Ndakatoya homboshanda.
And because ndaupa 10,000 but what is the value that I am getting from that money? You understand? I can just give you money. Mara ishandira. You understand? And I always tell you, and one chimwe chinhu chanyanyoti kwadza semaghetto youth. Number one, mbinga mentality. People think money is that easy. Motor is that easy. Number two, mentorship mentality. And I condemn 100% a person who bases his whole business acumen and life on mentorship. What works for this person won't work for this person. And when my mentors have caused such a big problem to a point where vakutora success based on a view yavanona evil is what success is. Exactly. You see, personally, I know Mudiwa is suing people these days. Anything about him, what. But I'm just gonna tell him the good, honest truth. And this is not because you are making people feel inadequate. Whoever you are mentoring, and yes, you have the right to do it the way you want. But at the same time, whether we like it or not, you're someone who people look up to. You have to be mindful of the things that you say. You understand?
I get you.
Maghetto youths are kunetsekana on my streets. You want to put it on my GOE, nemadzimba dzako and what. The problem is, and we have based all our lives, and in the words of a very good person, we have based all our lives on things that almost no one can afford. And my movies, my TVs, everything has constantly reminded us to be happy you need a Ferrari, a what, which is very wrong. You understand? That's how we have based. Maghetto youths are kuita mabinda ukone kunoromba nekuita zvinhu zvakadhakwa because of the influence that is coming from people vatinotoziva kuti you did not come up from nothing and connection wanga unaro kubva kudhara. We know that, and we don't care. And whether we like it or not, and it's like CEO podcast, maybe bot, and you cannot represent her. Whether you like it or not, all you can do is to root for me, not to mess things up. Because whether you like it or not, to in charge and control of those things. So these mentors and these people very influential and who think they can influence others. Yes, we might not like you, but at the same time, we have to value what you're saying because it can influence a lot of people. That's why it's called influence. You understand? And they have influence to influence people to do certain things. You understand?
I get you.
If you want to motivate me, don't continuously tell me that you have 10 businesses. No one cares that you have 10 businesses. And I'm going to debunk something that a lot of people don't know. Chibaba, hakuna munhu anoita billionaire nekuti une 10 ma business. It's impossible. You understand? History has proven to us 100 billion times to be a billionaire. You need to focus on one thing relentlessly. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So guys, I was saying, in the history of the world, name me one single person who ever became a billionaire pursuing Zone 10. No one.
But there's in the world of business, there's what we call diversification. Because I'm going to oil, fast food outlets.
That will not make you a billionaire. It might make you a millionaire. But it won't. Listen. I'm saying in the history, Emma billionaire Ariko Israel. Those people became billionaires. Nichin one of us to diversify. You understand? Oprah became a billionaire by the Oprah Winfrey Show only. Jeff Bezos became a billionaire by Amazon only. Elon Musk became a billionaire by the Boring Company, which is SpaceX only. Tesla and Twitter are side hustles that came after he was already a billionaire.
So you're trying to say you should first establish one thing.
One thing, alright. Example, I'm gonna give example a movie. There's a movie known as Acrimony. Just tell you when Tyler Perry's Acrimony.
Exactly.
That guy, the spirit and the mentality that he had is what I'm talking about when I say you only need one thing. Because that guy knew that project will work. Whether the wife said it won't, say, and the number one thing Chatina just my ghetto youth. That is way fast.
Those come John is brand regarding got instant porridge, instant noodles.
That is way fast, of which it does not work like that. Mariama Billionaires does not work like that. That guy made it on a 51 according to agreement paper, and which means he spent about 20 to 30 years pursuing that project for him to be able to become a billionaire. You get the point.
But remember, spiritual
no. Spiritual. It's spiritual. If it wasn't, I did it. If I'm talking to those can going to pay one example. You a billionaire in my business 10. As it. You understand? Because number one, you can do Papa Chitor, wepamoyo pizza, because one nzara yacho, you could have pizza. You understand? And when you get too comfortable, things happen. You understand? Akuna munu, I can give you 10 examples. WhatsApp, the owner, Facebook, and it became a billionaire Nichino one. And it's one the Snapchat became billionaires Nichino one. Google, and it my billionaires vanasege watu pursuing a search engine. Those are side hustles and also we are
after. But I think maybe my commercials are because there's lots of diversification. But this is wasn't going to have a podcast and those kind of quality fast food outlet.
That will never make you a billionaire. It can make you rich.
Alright.
There's rich, then there's wealthy. You understand? You cannot let a billionaire in a podcast, you know, find out to pursue relentlessly. Can destroy it out of national sports, which is zingo to pinda which because let me tell you, can let a billionaire which is Iowa Kagawanda. You understand? They are going to tell you no a lot of time. Can let a billionaire could take us a shame, what to tanga to take some handbag relentlessly. Can let a billionaire could go to bag, go to tanga to Sakana mayonnaise. You can't in the history according to history. I've not seen any one single person until they will be a billionaire because they started 10 my businesses.
So no build one brand rose diversify.
If Atipere is going to become a billionaire, it's not going to be Coral Softs. It's going to be the brand Yagatanga. You understand?
Exactly.
That is what I'm saying. As you and those kind you cannot choose, you cannot Google. Got to game on what not get a billionaire and tangana 10 my business. It's impossible. Just downright, you're number one to there's a lot of focus that needed to turn a business, a fortune into a Fortune 500 company, and you to be a billionaire. You can't do it which it was one focus on a billionaire and then you diversify. You understand? You are not spreading your assets.
Sorry to interrupt and to ask. We invested in a program.
I didn't do anything that is related to business, but I know business. In MSU, I was doing English and communication. I didn't do business.
Definitely, I thought you were
but one thing that I realized about Mari is Van Wakawanda and Mari just because Van Wanda.
All right.
You understand? That's the basis. It's not good that they are geniuses or there are certain instances in which some people are genius, especially if we are talking about space exploration. You have to be a genius to send a rocket to Mars. So you understand?
So it's all about Konera airport for something
because no, apa ndine mkano kupinda nekudaiso unogonita billionaire nekutengesa mabhero. You understand? Ukaonera mukana unogona kuita billionaire nekutengesa artificial loan. but that takes a lot of concentration and effort. That is why I'm saying that you can't have 10 businesses. We should have every day, but Twitter that DMNT, I'm a CEO of Wadiwa Wood Shakati, I have a security company. We know that you have that. It's fine. And do not hammer us into accepting kuti we have and sometimes those come pastor vai paridza vanosound kushandiswa pa TikTok kuti zvesinza apana musikushanda mageto youth emuZimbabwe andorwa graft and kunyeperei
vanoshanda.
You understand? Tichinototora chokwadi mageto youth anoisa maworks
Vanoshanda.
but streets munenge muchipisa.
Zvekutodaro.
Number one, unoshandira sometimes. Number two, exploitation. Number three, it's a lot of factors to contribute. It's not just about you telling me, hey, respect your mentors, hey, respect us, what. Respect is two-way, and you have to be respectable if you want us to respect you. You understand? You can't continuously tell one say you can't expect them to tell them every day kuti one GLE need 20 rooms. That does not solve anything. You understand? Motivation I shan't like that. You have to show me to name in by 500 rooms. You can actually make me feel inadequate by showing me that. Tell me how to tackle my immediate challenge. I'm trying to do this business, but I'm hitting a ceiling.
Yeah.
How did you do it? Don't tell me the end result of what you have now. Tell me how you did it. How did you overcome that challenge? You understand?
Yeah,
you have 10 businesses, yes. But how do you manage to handle those businesses in such a way that they don't go broke and people don't steal from you? That is what true mentorship is about. True mentorship is not about telling me to Lamborghini Euros. Kuna vanhu vane mari mastreets umu vasingambotauri kuti vane makambani mangani and chimani chikudzeni indina pamneni vangu inini vane mari yakawandisa kudarika mudiwa but yes, one company. You understand? The way that he is handling and doing, I have my friends of mine who are mentored by him. Those people I can see by the things that are said by the person or follower, which is why I tell you that influence is very important. You understand? I tell you that company but they shamsira life vai shamsira kudarika vanhu vese vandoziva vanofunga kuti vane mari. You understand? True mentorship is not about telling me the end result of what you have. Tell me how you got there. How did you overcome the tax challenge in Zimbabwe? How did you overcome the currency crisis to a point that your business can bring in money without us having a problem? Tell me that.
Yeah. But I think partially another episode a business seminar.
We have to do you know, it's very unfortunate because there are people who lead but without authority. You understand? If you want to lead but without authority, you use influence to lead. But in that leadership, make sure that you are not causing more problems than you are actually solving. And then you go and say you want to sue people and get them arrested because they said this to you. But you are actually part of the problem on the internet. Just because it's you, you are now trying to be a bully and say, so I'll sue you. I have lawyers. You're trying to sue me, type a comment because and I don't understand how you can put your stuff on social media on 8 billion people and expect everyone to agree with you.
But what I think is
that is just nonsense.
Social media
is my own point
social
of view.
media is my feelings because it's something you don't express as you young.
Exactly. You can be a public figure, and then people say something and you say you want to sue them. For what?
Yeah.
You're on social media, you can't begin to tell us.
Yeah.
It is nonsense. It's pure. And I know my comments, people are going to come and say, hey, don't fight millionaires. That's bullshit. You understand? Let me tell you something. if you cannot handle people accountable nekuti vane mari, that's where corruption starts. Ndopanotanga bootlicking baba. If someone is wrong, they are wrong. Period. It doesn't matter that they're a billionaire or not. What happened to merit? That is why I was so pissed off by statement that you are trying to fight a millionaire.
Plus what I think
it's not rocket science for us to tell us that we know, but that does not mean that if something happens, bad, we should keep quiet about it. For evil to triumph, people only need to do nothing. So if people come out and say this is wrong, it's wrong. It does not matter that you are rich, you are famous, you are popular, you are what. It is wrong.
Plus, footy, we have to get to YouTube because they are into get to YouTube. And if you are doing something, you have to strategize. I remember the name of moms and owners so into names banana. But vacancy say issue digital marketing.
Exactly.
I know Gadrama, my posters, my flyers, what that's my apple and Bruno Matingam shop, big shop. For what's up order so. What do we say?
You understand?
So you have to strategize, not to go on
social media. Has got good benefits, but it also comes with a lot of darkness.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
People have tried to assassinate me, and I consider myself very uncancelable. Because people have tried to cancel me so many times, but they failed dismally. Because I don't take serious. If you think about social media, who am I to correct you? This is what I don't have to calm down that mire dokusungisa all up because I'm terrorist nabasa pa social media akatara chakati pa podcast or he posted this. I don't have to do that. But common sense will get you far than one lasina. Understand? And in Inchunja, I use common sense. That's why I want to funza about business. I didn't study anything about business, but I have common sense. And unfortunately, most people do not have common sense.
What are you doing?
If Madiwa had common sense, he would not go around trying to sue people from Facebook. Who said we want to sue you?
No,
we don't. We don't.
So comment section, I'm express my views in.
I'm not after anyone or condemning anyone. And I see the good in everybody. I'm condemning the actions that you guys don't want to talk about because one day we are to reach a cat.
We never got a comment section. What that's a call number you can call 078.
Madi was Baba. I thanks Baba. I'm sure I mean so far.
Okay, so you mean acting is it a professional?
In acting is what's going to make me a billionaire. And it will work.
Definitely.
It will work. I'm telling you. I was asked at BBC one. What is your dream? And then I said, I can't even tell one of my dream because you think I'm stupid or I'm crazy. You understand? Because my dream is to become the first black James Bond. If I say that to an audience, we are not big. There's nothing like that. So, do you think you can beat John Boyega or Idris Elba? Yes, I can do it.
Apart from acting,
so it's also we have various businesses that I don't like really talking about on the internet because people are weird. But we have yeah, I know people. We have a medical aid society. We have a shop and it's not parts of pimpa motor. So we have various things. But I don't need to say it online here because I know you people over the internet. You start bringing back which is something that I don't want because if you're in business,
what I realize is
you're bound to have problems.
What I realize is Vakawanda, Mazim, celebs, my actors and so forth. Vanika said that suppose one of those acting cannot use the media, it's more like Zua. Zua no parno pisa camda, Rointa
Macore,
Roscaba with Takutono, Daratam Chando.
But what I can tell you about myself, it will work. I know to start tripping up and people say, you can be James Bond because that's a guy, it will work.
Okay.
That's what I know. For a fact, no one can ever convince me that it won't work.
Yeah, but what if you believe in yourself, anything is possible.
One day we just won't phone here. Walk to the chichi, the only set Albert Arab Broccoli Productions.
Because
I know it will work.
Yeah, this was.
Definitely. It does not matter how long it takes. It will work.
Because
you get it.
As a genetic, because now my actors, I cannot mention names because people they will go after me. But now one wagambo pisa mdara so kipa ZBC bebe ona chibudama every Monday but this is a to zero teacher over data Facebook atori na utamuka post.
That is what I was saying, but the industry atinayo has various challenges. If you're an actor, it doesn't matter how good your talent is, you need external help in my production houses. That is why Pananchi to Zimbabwe mna record label. Zimbabwe mna record label. Let me repeat. Zimbabwe mna record label. Guys, mna that teach non the record label.
Inya to first time I don't record label. I any drama I want.
We are not dissing anyone. We are saying it's like Tata plating the white munobatama. We don't need the green. It's white.
Like what they say Samanyanga Sound is
Samanyanga Sound is not a record label.
It's a record label. You will run a Mr. Kent under the
Samanyanga Sound is not a record label.
Military
Touch is not a record label.
Do I take it on a
you understand?
Do I take it?
Ndakatasa camera so you take. You understand? What's that in it? That is not a record label. Can we define a record label? Is to stick us on the internet. Those things do not match the standards of what is called a record label. You understand? It's just as an association or company to hold whatever my assets are, which is not bad. I'm not dissing.
So
I'm simply saying, and they are just there for them to write on it, but it's not a record. Baba, Capitol Records is a record label. Republic Records is a record label. Ambitious Entertainment is a record label. The Beam Group, Virgin Music is a record label. Can I see some niggas record label? And why is it Saint Flo Pakaseno Virgin Music? He wasn't bought out of his contract. Or why is it these guys didn't benefit in some way? I'm not dissing it. I think Inku hip hop 10 is my favorite hip hop artist. Hey, yes, his problems, but to me, I think lyrically, no one can beat him. But I'm saying it's not a record label. That is what I'm saying. There is a lot that takes. Do you think you're going to go choose for A&R artist and repertoire? They don't. Could record label to sign a talk for 10 million. Signing bonus. Talk that with a 10 album.
Yeah, my more developed countries. It's true, my less developed country. So can I think
that is the mentality. It's already wrong in the beginning of the place. You do not to more developing country. You don't need to be developed country.
Okay, I never record label. You know, to piece that should pick than a deros. Here, Maria Rosar. Mimi Munwese hasanda ya wichasada itauranya but obviously Munwese arudauzi ya kuti wadiwa pamoyo ikatsoka
wadiwa pamoyo isikudzoka guys clip dzakavarana you know what, I don't know because you know wadiwa pamoyo I'm an actor. They are writers and executive
so they are
the ones who know ndogona ngodedzwa kana inogona kutodzoka mukatondishaya. You get the point. So I don't know what College Central is thinking. I'm pretty sure now they're preoccupied with the November Promise and other productions. But personally for me, I don't know if it will come back or not. And I've heard several times that we were cancelled. I've heard one director saying kuti Wadiwa is no longer coming. I don't know, maybe they have their reasons. Or vanhu too diversified or takavura hombe dzakawanisa people will think nobody watch it, so but I don't know.
Wadiwa it was more like a love series, more like but yange ikombreza zvakawanda but
it tells a story ezvinhu zvakawanda and how love can affect you.
Impa maitwa murudo zvexcite kwenyu and saka remember when the month of February takuvhale advice amuda kupa vanhu advice pavhala
advice andida kupai vanhu ndeyekuti mabhebhi ma1 kana mazogara
unoona ngewapa baby
women are loyal to their feelings. That is why uchiona vakadzi vachisiya mhuri voenda kuno urade umwe munhu ivo vane vana 4. A man can sacrifice his life for his family. but a woman can sacrifice her family for her feelings. Ndatopedza nemi kana une brain chaidzo chaidzo watonzwa kuti ndati chipa papa. Anyway, itazvevhaleka.
Ndichanyimisa vanhu magift mukuru wangu.
Anyatsonzwa kuti ndati chipa papa anzwa. Handina need yekuita espagoreti.
Vanhu anonyimwa magift.
Watonzwa so.
Okay, saka as we round up our show, pane vamwe vanhu vane passion into acting muri kuona, but they are facing my challenges. 1, 2 and that vamwe vacho rushanda and so forth. Advice yamungada kuvapa imimi kuti kana wada kuzvipira pachigame icho odai
kana wasipira zvemafirimu zvinonetsa da kudzai mafirimu anonetsa wotosunga dzimbe because people are going to tell you no. That's what I know. We've been told no. No. Some people just don't want to see you do your thing, but do it regardless. And the advice and guys, social media is liberalized from the TVs. You no longer need to just go on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. So that is what I think.
I know what is category yamuri vakaita wosesauta mapodcast nevamwe vari kufunga kuzoita mapodcast mungada kutudza kuti chii kana kuti kubva zvamasvikawo panapa papodcast yangu inoyi mungada nipo advise kuti chii
kana uchiita podcast don't do it the way DJ Ola does it. Ndapedza nini.
Alright, saka ndinofanira kusiyanisa.
Don't do a podcast the way DJ Ola does it.
Alright, ndapanzwa. Okay, so viewers, join us for next episode of the Everyday Buzz Podcast Show. Today I was joined by Prince. I don't Prince that Albert chigiya. So my name is Tafty, one CEO, one of Vakuketo. My name is Tafty Mkomana. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Mr. Host, for having us.
Yeah.
We enjoyed the food. We're going to come back next time.
Yeah.
Go to my short time black label. Chico, I'm name cheater.
Next time,
no problem.
Saka pana patati chidyira mukoma panonzi paGiru Center. Sambuya kugweru ukadafunga kudya munongoya panonzi pa 05 Giru Center.
Okay.
Muchidya mushandisa free wifi yeStarlink animaona oira cho.
Nice.
Muchidya futi muchitarisa ma episodes edu tapapi. But special thanks to you. Ndadzidza zvakawanda.
Thanks very much. Start singarwe guys, I was just saying.
Ndadzidza zvakawanda.
Alright.
Ndotofunga ndakunza business seminar I will call you. So special thanks to Trey Photography. Ndo vaita kuti zvese kubva kusound and so forth nelighting necamera vanotora mashoots especially tabvale apa kana ukasenza pepera kuphotoshoot apa unoramba up. So bye guys.